Max gon' give it to you. What? Fuck waiting for you to get it on your own. Max gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop of stainless steel. Go hard, get busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I'll make a motherfucker wonder if he did damn right, and I'll do it again.
All right, guys, it's your favorite gun addict Trigger Treasures back again. Today we are doing our range deep dive on this APC9K SD2. The reason they call it the SD2 is because it does have 2 stages of suppression. As you saw before, it was flush with the handguard, then we added on this extra little bit right here. This thing is the perfect compact PCC. You see it right there. Or you want to call it PDW, whatever you want to call it. It is a nice little package. Before I had a 15 round mag in there and just that handguard suppressor, the suppressor up to the handguard, and this thing is a nice tight little bag gun. Today we're going to go over how it sounds with the first stage of suppression with 115s, 124s, and 147s, and then the same with the second stage of suppression. What makes this a true SD is that there is a ported barrel, which you can't see right now because the can is on there and blocking it in the handguard, but I'm going to pop it up on the screen right here so you can see. All right, guys, so you can get a better look at this beautiful gun right here. This is it without a mag or the suppressor. As you can see, you got your small barrel down in there, got our ports on there, and we're running an EOTech XPS2. This is in SBR, so it is a 2 stamper because we got a stamp for that and a stamp for the can. These are the 2 stages of suppression. So this is the first one that goes on, threads right onto that ported barrel, and that's what makes it flush with the front of the handguard. And then you have your second stage that is where it threads on right there to this piece and makes it almost movie quiet. All right, guys, so these are the 3 different ammos that we're going to try out today. We are not a sponsored channel. Everything that you see here is paid for by me. So no ammo sponsors, no gun sponsors. So if you want to support the channel, just give us a like and subscribe. We're going to start off with the 115 Blazer ammo. Then we're going to move up to the 124 Syntox. And then we're going to finish it up with the 147 Federal, all full metal jacket. So how we're going to do this is we're going to put 10 rounds of 115. We're going to do 10 rounds of 124. And then we're going to finish it up with 10 rounds of 147. 5 rounds with the first stage of suppression, and then 5 rounds with the second stage of suppression. All right. Here's our 115s with the first stage of suppression. Going to go right into the sand so that way you could hear the difference. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a decibel meter to go off of, so you're just going to have to go off of the microphone sound, but you'll get the point. Here's our 115s, first stage of suppression. All right, next up we got our 124s. Into the sand again with the first stage of suppression. Here is our 147s. These are actually subsonic ammo, so we'll see how this runs with the first stage of suppression. Gonna put that second stage on there now. This is where it gets movie quiet. All right. All right, so here is our 115s with the second stage of suppression. Let's hear that sound difference. Way quieter. Here is our 124s for that second stage of suppression. Noticeable difference from the 115s. And then last up, our true subsonic ammunition, the 147 grain. So shooting them all back to back, honestly, between the 115s and the 147, you might hear a little bit of difference. I'm doing this whole thing with no ears, by the way. It's that quiet, even with the first stage of suppression. But overall, with that second stage of suppression, doesn't matter what you're shooting, it is still stupid quiet. I mean, it really, really, it's funny. The loudest thing that's coming from it is the cycling of the bolt. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be bringing some more to you pretty soon. Just wanted to do a little deep dive with this APC9K SD2. This thing's becoming a favorite little toy of mine. And thank you for watching. As always, like and subscribe. Stay tuned and stay triggered. Peace.